Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we're going to take a look at some Matchbox today. We've got mostly, what is this stuff that I picked out here? It's mostly, well, you got a lot of British stuff and some German stuff as well. And I think that's pretty much it, but we're going to take a look at some Euro cars, basically. We've got the 64 Austin Mini Cooper S from Matchbox. This is copyright date 2008. This casting's been released, I think, a ton of times. Well, this is just a nice little basic one in green with a white top. As usual for Matchbox, pretty nice basic car. Let's see here. Copyright date on the casting. Can we take a look at that? 2008, it looks like. So likely the first release of this car was 2009, maybe. Which might be this. What did I say this date was? Anyway, doesn't really matter. This, we got a white top, green body here, tampoed headlights, little mini logo, and nothing on the tail, which is okay. Chrome plastic base and plastic wheels. It looks pretty nice. I think that's a nice looking little mini. I have quite a few versions, I think, of this casting in my collection. And whenever I see one that I don't have, I go ahead and grab it. Just cause. I don't know. I like this little car. Pretty nifty. Alright, so there's that one. Pretty sweet. Number two, let's look at the newer minis. This is the 03 Mini Cooper. This is from the recent Matchbox release. I think this is actually from, is it from this year? I think so, yeah, 2020. Copyright date 2019. So this is the 2003 Mini Cooper casting. This one you get kind of the same deal. You get like a detail on the top, being that it's a different color, and then you get a tampoed front end. Copyright date on this tooling is 2019, so this is like a brand new tooling, this little Mini Cooper S. Yeah, it looks nice. I prefer the look of the old one, of course. I like that vintage car style. But the newer Mini is all right. I don't know. I don't think they've really changed it stylistically too much since they revived the Mini brand. Which is fine, because they didn't really change this one stylistically at all during the long run of that. So, yeah, it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's a nice Matchbox model. You get kind of what you want. You got front end detail. It could use some rear end detail on this car. But you'd have to forego probably the black top to be able to add that in. So I guess it's a trade-off. And let me know what you'd rather have. Would you rather have the black top, or would you rather have taillights? I don't know. I'm kind of in taillight camp, but who knows until you see it. It's kind of nice too. The plastic base actually makes up like the side skirts and stuff like that. So it's good intelligent use of parts. And yeah, it's a nice little tooling. All right, moving on from there, we got a couple of the Volkswagen Beetle. These are goofy, but whatever. We got them in the collection. We got this 1962 Volkswagen Beetle. This is from 1999 is the copyright date, so likely 2000. And the casting's not bad. It's okay. You get three surfaces of tampos. You get you get sides, you get top, and you also get the rear. So, no headlights on this one. This casting's been around for quite a while, 1998. It looks like copyright date. Graphics aren't too bad. Looks somewhat okay. Little trailer hitch on the back there as well. Not too bad. All right, next is another one of the same casting. This is from Matchbox Hero City. This is the taxi variation of the tooling. Hero City Taxi here. Let's see, copyright date 2003. Let's go ahead and open it up. Set it down. So there's a couple of tooling differences. Most notably the roof of the vehicle. And it looks like the front bumper is different too. Back bumper is different as well. This one doesn't have a trailer hitch. It's pretty close to the same type of tooling, but not quite. The copyright date's 2002 on this one. versus this one, which the copyright date is 1998. So this tooling came afterwards. It's essentially very close to the same tooling. It's a nice color red. It's got an orange windows, which is kind of weird. It looks like it's probably a cream interior underneath the orange windows. And a gray plastic bottom, made in China, this one. So there's your 2 Beetles. All right, so that's 4. All right, so now let's take a look at the Austin FX4 London Taxi. 2007 copyright date on this one. Interesting model. And there it is. No detail on the front. You could definitely use it, except for that little taxi logo right there. Got some details on the sides. Kind of tinted window. Looks like a tan interior in there. Gray bottom. 2004 copyright date on the casting. 163 scale, according to this, made in Thailand. Not bad. I think they've come out with a few variations of this one. It's kind of a nice casting. It's better than the London Taxi that Hot Wheels came out with, which is actually like a corgi tooling, I believe. I think this one looks quite a bit better than that. So, kind of cool. And then, let's see here, Lotus Exige. So I think this one's probably going to be 2006 copyright date. Go ahead and open it up. Copyright date on the casting is 2006. So this is probably the debut of this casting. I don't know for sure. It looks pretty darn good. I like the blacked out wheels, look really good. The yellow and black looks really good together. It's kind of like a pearlescent black, or pearlescent yellow, sorry. We do get detail right on the front there, which we need that on this car for sure. No detail on the back, but that's because you get these other little details right here. Painted details. And you do get the detail on the side. This is actually part of the interior piece right here. So clever use of that. The spoiler, you know, I'm not sure. It looks like it's got to be its own separate piece. The plastic spoiler. So we got some sort of shaving in here. Yeah, a little paint shaving. Probably from the bottom rivet. But yeah, I like this one. I think this one's kind of cool. It's a nice little Lotus. All right, and then next we got the TVR Tuscan S. Copyright date on this package is 2005, so likely this came out in 2006. The TVR Tuscan. Weird looking car, for sure. You get detail on the back on this one, and on the front. Nothing on the sides. Pretty plain sparkly blue action. Copyright date 2003 on the base of the car. So likely debuted in 2004. Not much to say about this one. It's a little larger than 1/64 scale. You can tell. I don't think the real car is this large. Or doesn't appear this large. And yeah, it says 157 scale on the base. It should be quite a bit smaller. But pretty cool nonetheless. I don't know. It's different. And this is the only one of this casting I think I've gotten in my collection. I don't know how many different variations they made of this. But it's kind of a cool little sports car. TVR Tuscan. All right. Lastly, we got E-Type Jags. Okay, and we've got 3 of them to look at. 61 Jaguar E-Type Coupe. Well, these are all pretty basic, so we'll go through them pretty quick. But copyright date 2008 on this yellow one. The casting is from 2005. It looks like his debut is probably 2006. So 2008 for this one. It's a nice casting. Has to have a chrome interior because it's part of the bumper pieces. You do get headlight detail along with a little plate up there. Looks like this one actually has Jaguar printed on the back of the bumper as well as taillights. And it's got yellow lipped rims It's not bad. Who doesn't like an E-Type Jag? E-Type Jags are great. Here's one in blue. This one is copyright 2007. Basically the same thing, just in blue. It doesn't, except it has chrome-lipped rims. And then we get our 10th car of 10 Car Tuesday is this one in an olive green. And I think this one's, or almost an army green. This one is probably my favorite. Yeah, I'm going to say I like that one a bit better than the other two. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting color. But all these are basically similar. You've got your detail on the back. You got your detail on the front. This is the only one that's got like a plate thing on the front. Got a tag on the front. The rest of these do not. And the other two don't. They all have bases that match the color of the car, which I guess is necessary because it makes up part of the front of the car. So I guess you kind of always have to have that, and part of the back as well. So the color always has to match for this casting to look right. It's always just a beautiful shape of a car, the E-Type Jag. So I like these quite a bit. All right, and that's it. That's your 10 cars for 10 Car Tuesday. I don't know. My favorite actually might be this Exige, this Lotus. I think this might be the most like complete little casting that we looked at today. The TVR is kind of neat just because it's unique. Same with the London Taxi is kind of cool too. But I gotta say, this Exige or the E-Type Jags are probably my favorite. Oh, this one also has little silver stripes from the headlights too. It's a little added extra. Oh, this one has it too. Didn't even notice that. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Quick one for you. 10 Car Tuesday. Hopefully you enjoyed it. My least favorite is probably these Beetles, even though I kind of collect the old school Beetles. And then the Minis is nice. This car just really doesn't do too much for me. But there you go. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good day.